Hi all and welcome. We'll just have a look at a few graphs for a bit of historical context as the cryptocurrency market cap is down right now. So with this graph here, we're going right back to 2011 where the value in US dollars of Bitcoin was around 72 cents right here. You can see it fluctuating, and actually these fluctuations are quite big, all things considered. So the value went right up to just shy of $30 or around $30 US, and then absolutely plummeted right back down to a higher low. So that was the low here, and with the values here, it was around $2 and change right here. So this is going back to 2011. So here we have the overall market cap for cryptocurrencies, and you can see the low in here, and the time frame is around 2013 running through here, running into right up to around November of 2013, and then the value started to spike right up right here. So the market cap went right up to around 15.7 billion from about 1.7 billion, and then it retraced right back down here, of course, and then flattened right up. It sort of bounced back up to around 11 billion right here. So this is going back to the time frame of 2013 into 2014. We now skip to a further graph where we have May 2016 right here with the overall market cap at 8.7 billion. It then went right up to around 15 billion right here, and then retraced down and then bounced back to flatten out at a higher low. The date here would be July of 2016. So here we have a longer graph for the overall market cap, and you can see the spike up here and then going down to a low, a higher low once again, and then it started slowly tracing up into the start of 2017 right here. So we're talking about a year ago here, where the market cap was around 20 billion US, which is pretty incredible. Now it's only 1 year later and the market cap is up to 389 billion. So with all those coins getting made each day and distributed each day from mining and so forth and staking, new people to the market have to buy up those coins. And with all the new coins coming onto the market, there are more people having to sort of buy up these newer coins also. So we're looking at the market cap right here. We can see the low here from December of 2016. The market cap was 14.7 billion. It traced right up to around 21.8 billion and then plummeted right back down to around 15.6 billion right here, and then took around about another low. It settled right here at 16.8 billion. So what I'll do now is I'll extend this out to our current situation, and that's going to be a bit of a blip on the radar as we look at the latest one right here, where it just traced right up to around 825 billion right here, and it's currently gone down to around it's actually gone under 400 right now, 400 billion. So it's sort of halved, if you will, over the space of, so the date here, January, so over the space of January right here of 2018, it has halved. So a lot of noobs to the market who just get the idea that there's a whole lot of hype and you get in and you're just going to make a profit straight away. It's just not like that. So what's happened here is a repeat of what has happened before. But what I'm pretty confident will happen is that once again we will strike a higher low right here, as we have done so many times before, as I've just demonstrated within the cryptocurrency market. So for people new to the market, it would be a time to actually kind of consolidate within here, and dare I say it, this is not financial advice, but I would say stick with the market. If you can see the fundamentals, if you're in this for some of the right reasons. I know that most people are in this to solely make a profit, but there are some of us who really appreciate the technology that's coming and so forth, and kind of sticking it to the banks and all the rest of it in the long term, 5 and 10 years and 20 years out from now. So we're on the main page of cryptocurrency market capitalizations. We'll just go down here to Tether for a moment. So Tether is basically relatively tied to the US dollar. It is currently getting investigated at the moment by the Commodities Future and Trading Commission, the CFTC, and I don't know what's going to come of that, but lately there has been a huge spike in the amount of wealth that's been put into Tether, and I would say this is a reflection on that would be a reflection across the exchanges of people putting their money aside into US dollar and so forth, depending on where you are in the world, on your exchange to put it into that central bank fiat currency to basically put it to the side, if you will, and then later as the bull market comes on, that money, much of that money would probably flow back into cryptocurrency. So it's sort of a lot of it would be sitting on the side right now. So we don't know how long this is going to take. It might take a month, weeks, years, and all the rest of it. There might be some news that comes out globally regarding compromised fiat currencies around the world, and that can drive the value up as well. So here you can see over January there has been a massive rise, and I've been sort of watching this with Tether as people sit their money in Tether on the sides, if you will, for the markets. So it was at about 1.6 billion, and then it shot up to about 2.2 billion up here, and it currently stands around that stage. So a lot of that money that's in there, that value, can go back into the currencies. Now, if there is some sort of real issue with US dollar tether, and I must say that Bitfinex, they sort of promote it as USD, as US dollars on their exchange, which is bad practice by the exchange Bitfinex. But if there is a real issue with US dollar tether, that also might be very bearish for the market, very bearish indeed, very bad, but we'll see about that. So we don't know what's going to come with that. But for the most part, I would say stick with it. For the noobs who just think the market is going up and up and up, it's just not the case. You have to try and look at the fundamentals. There's a lot of interesting stuff coming out. I'm mostly involved with Dash. There's certainly the evolution software coming out with that, which is going to revolutionize the whole space, I would say. But other things as well with the Lightning Network versus Bitcoin and all the rest of it, it's going to be interesting to see whether that materializes or not. And there will be lots of other projects within cryptocurrencies that are forging ahead. This is not financial advice. So all the best.